got that off Amazon,
Maybe.
and it's called the Scout.
Okay, so
4-inch
that's not
bag.
even our, okay.
Yeah, it was $50. I'll tell you that. So,
Do
but
you
that's what I did.
do you
Go ahead.
guys know, I don't know where you're located. Stephanie, I know you probably do. We have a store called Primart. Has
Oh, yeah.
everybody heard of that store? So if you go to Primart and you buy something, you for like less than $1, you can buy a bag about that size that is plastic and holds about what we just saw. It's enormous and it's pretty durable. It might not last as long as the Scout bag, but for $1, like it doesn't matter.
Right.
You could order,
But
you could buy a few of them.
really, it's really big. I have 4 or 5 of them, and I think I'm gonna probably use those. Obviously, I like Primark, so I I shop there. But
Where's the one? Do you go to the Burlington Mall?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
Burlington
that's
Mall.
the one I know of. Okay.
Yeah, and Rachel, I don't know if you have any there, but yeah, it's a fabulous, cheap and trendy store from Ireland, and it's come here and you can buy those bags. So anyway, just FYI.
Okay, well, thank you.
You know what else I would recommend for bags? I don't know if you got the blue and the pink gray combination of the Journey bags, but those are good size, and
Yeah,
those you can order, and those carry a lot.
The duffel bag type of thing, you mean?
they're the
The
weekend.
overnight, the big overnight bag.
Yeah,
That's
the
the
Oh,
overnight.
yeah.
has,
Yeah, those look
yeah.
good too. And then someone else suggested that you take the hampers and put maybe like the baby in the hampers.
Yeah, I
The only
did
question,
that for a while too.
yeah, the only question that I have with all of this is I've had the privilege of going on a few sales calls within the last week with Betsy, and the gift stores, they're very cumbersome and small, and walking through them is not easy sometimes because they're overloaded with stuff. So just out of curiosity, a bag like that is very large to bring in. So should we go, I'm assuming we should go in first with a very small amount for a meet and greet, and then kind of determine whether or not we can navigate the aisles and things like that, because like in the past few days, the stores we've gone in, I mean, their inventory rooms, they're tiny. You couldn't even fit that bag in there.
Wow.
So I don't want to bump things and run them over and have
Yeah.
them, tripping and falling. So what do you suggest for that?
I think you're exactly right. Or if you can get in the back door,
Right. Okay.
that's yeah. Hmm.
Because even now with COVID, the stores we went into, some of them had, large storefronts where they had 2 doors. So one was an in and one was an out because they don't want people going, both directions right now. So I
Yeah.
think navigating that is important to us first
Sure.
because we don't know our stores yet.
Yeah. Yeah. But I would carry everything your car can carry, and then
Yes, yes.
right.
Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
so I'm going to move on to my next bag. And this was a Demdeco bag. We don't do it anymore, but you can kind of get an idea for the size. And this is what I carried Dean Krauser in.
Mm.
Okay.
Do you guys have Wild Birds Unlimited where you are?
I've never heard of that.
Okay. But like bird stores,
Mm.
you know, but I carry an art sample or two.
I have to say his stuff is so pretty. I
It
love
is.
those.
It sells so well too. So I carry that. I carry the latte mug. I carry, this is the old.
Yep.
I carry the clock.
Hmm.
Nancy, do you have your stuff wrapped inside your bag or to keep them from
No.
shipping, or do you just set it in there?
I just set it in there. And then I have the Christmas appetizer tray with the spreader. And I have a spoon rest.
So they're pretty durable then.
Yeah, it really is.
That's so
that's
cute.
that's everything I carry in the Dean Krauser bag. But the other thing with that is going into garden centers. That would be a good little carry-in bag for garden centers.
Hmm.
But I keep that line separate. Oh, I also have an ornament in there.
Yeah, those are so cute.
So that's how I do that. And then the third bag I brought in. So this is another, that's kind of a heavy duty bag. This was Demdeco at one point as well. I like black and white, obviously. But in this one, I carry my Invest and Rest. So I carry the gray men's blanket, but I think that's just an awesome color, no matter how you slice it. I love this.
Yeah.
And then I've got the men's socks in there. And I've got the different bamboo pieces. And the shrobe. So that's all, it's all, you know, just that line is in this bag. Because that's a very specific boutique customer as well, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that you can use as a pop-in bag for that type of account,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So that's my 3 bags. Hold on and I'll go get a few more, okay?
Lisa,
Yes.
will you show me what that Primark bag looks like?
Yeah, want me to go grab it?
Do you mind?
No, not at all. Hang on.
And Rachel, if you don't have one near you, I can go, I'll buy a bunch of them and I can send you some.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, because, oh my God, the price is so affordable. If we have a few each as they wear out, you can just replace it.
Yes, thank you.
So-
Just out of curiosity, does everyone have like an SUV type car? Or like, what are we driving? Because my car seems kind of small and I'm getting nervous.
Mine is super small, Rachel, and it is packed to the gills when I go out.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
I have a Camry, Toyota Camry with a huge
Okay.
trunk. Because when I worked in the skincare industry, I used to have boxes and boxes of skincare that I'd have to kind of cart around, and I
Mhm.
never had any issue. So
Okay. All right, good deal. Yeah, I'm in Louisville, like the downtown area. So I'm also like so hesitant to leave stuff in my car, like visible. So I'm like stressing out
Yeah.
about that too.
well, if you have little bags already packed, maybe leave them by your door and
That's a
just
good
grab them
idea.
on your way out. So that way you don't have to leave it in there.
Okay.
Oh, okay, Lisa.
So this one is one of the newer ones that they had, but it's
Oh,
really,
okay, so
I mean,
they're
it's very
pretty.
big.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not as pretty or anything, but
Mhm.
definitely quite large, and it's really deep.
Okay.
And then
Alright.
this, at other times of the year, they'll have
that's cute.
specials.
Yep.
So, I mean, these I've just had in my, you know, bag closet kind of thing.
Yep.
They're big, and so if you
You
don't
know what
want
else those make me think of? They remind me of even when you're checking out at TJ Maxx, all those bags that are hanging there.
that's
Those
what
are
they
only like, okay, because those are only 99 cents also.
But
So
these
Rachel,
are-
that's another idea.
Yeah,
But
I
these are
have that
twice-
near me.
These are twice the size of that. They're probably
Okay.
like 2 or
Oh.
3 times. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because that,
Hey, guys,
you know, those you'll just have small ones.
Okay.
I found on Amazon some waterproof actually, zip up bags that you store like comforters and things in, and they're about the size of that scout bag. And they zip up, and that's how I have all of my plush and everything in.
Okay.
And you can get them on Amazon for like 3 for $10. And
Okay.
it just keeps it, because I have to take things in and out of the car. I can't leave it in because my car's so small, and I have to keep it in the garage. It just seems
Right.
to keep it clean.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, it's on Amazon too.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Awesome. We
Okay,
have
guys.
options.
I'm back.
Hello.
Where is the garment bag?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. What, do you have hangers in there? Are they on hangers?
They're all on hangers.
Okay.
I have those inexpensive black velvet hangers.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is all converted to spring, or I took the fall out. Do you guys want me to go through each piece that I have, or how do you feel about it? A little bit?
I'd love to see it, just a
Okay,
little bit.
sure.
Okay, okay.
Rachel, what city are you in again?
I'm in Louisville.
Are you near, and I'm trying to remember if that's where it was. There's like this funky castle on, oh God, I don't even know if it's in your area. I'll find out.
Okay.
But I used to have Kentucky at one point for my territory, and I remember driving along, and all of a sudden I looked, and there was this funky castle, like in a neighborhood on a hill.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it was in your area, but anyway.
Possibly. I have not seen this castle, but
Okay,
I'll
girls.
find
you
out. I
ready?
might just be remembering something else. I don't know.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so I've got, this is the gray herringbone.
That's cute. I don't think we got that.
No, I don't remember seeing that.
No,
This has an elasticized neck around the back. This is a great seller.
that's cute.
It is cute. I'll just, then I have that piece, but it's all
Yep.
on hangers.
Yep.
And a shirt vest. I have the shirt extenders all together.
Can I ask how those do?
Those do really well for me.
Okay.
Yeah, really
I
well.
found those to be interesting.
Yeah,
I think
you
they're really
have-
cute.
You have to sell them a display. It like do the lace. The lace is number one for me. But do a display of it. Don't mess around with doing a few pieces. It won't work.
Okay.
And then I did leave in, even though I'm in spring, I left this guy in.
We don't have that one either.
You know,
Mm-mm.
No.
this is just a basic.
Yep, the blue, navy.
Yeah.
I saw that.
And then the new, you guys probably got this.
Yep.
This people have loved. I loved it.
I think it's cute too.
The new.
Very boho.
This
Didn't get
guy.
that.
Yeah, we didn't get that.
Or didn't you? I have all my more sheer scarves. They're on hangers too. I just think it looks better. There's the new butterfly impression one. I love, this is sheer. That's the silk. It has silk in it. I love this. I ordered that sample myself. And the ivory, but I hang all of them. And then these guys, the pink and the gray. So that's one side of that bag. Okay. This guy is new. That's just coming out next year. Even though this is heavier, I kept that in because I love it.
Cute.
These guys, these ponchos are top sellers.
Those are cute. I liked those.
Oh, these sell like crazy. They're
Can you tell me, is that one considered the gray or is that the black one?
This is actually the navy, the indigo.
Oh, sorry, I can't see from here. Okay.
That's okay.
Okay, cute.
I have that. I have the red thread. Here's the black in that poncho.
Okay, so that is the one we got. It's kind of hard to tell because the black and the gray look so similar in the catalog.
The gray actually has a lot of green in it.
Oh, okay.
It does, yeah.
Okay.
But that's been a top seller. That was one of the original. Then I have the fringe piece in the black.
I think it does make sense to hang them because you can't see any of it in the, you know, the way it is packaged.
Now, if you try to fold them, you're going to lose your mind.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
What I love about this piece is that fringe. They found the fringe and then decided to make a piece around it. You know, we have this in the white, the off-white, and then the black. But this is a great piece.
Do you ever wear any of these into your stores just to show them?
No, I don't. What I do is I wear something simple, like what I'm wearing today is just an olive top, or I wear black a lot. I wear a simple top and I try everything on.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I don't wear in one piece because I don't want to snag them and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I bring in all my samples and I try them on in the appointment.
Okay.
That's how I do it.
Okay. That's cute.
The new tie-dye, this will be great.
I don't think we got that either.
Oh, didn't you?
Mm-mm.
This is the embroidered,
Yep.
the tassels. But see, I carry a ton. I do. This is a Lori Siebert design.
Well, I think it, you know, it makes sense because visually in the catalog it looks one way versus, because even me watching you right now, they look totally different to me.
Oh yeah, yeah. You've got to.
Yeah.
This is that long. I've got a few more pieces. So the
Yep.
poppies. This sells really well, really, really well. This is a great, if you're, for the right person, this mustard color is just amazing.
Yep.
A little bit of sparkle. I don't know if you can see that. Has just a little bit of sparkle there.
Oh yeah. Cute.
That's so pretty going into spring and summer.
Yeah, we didn't get that one either.
Oh, didn't you?
No.
And then
Or
here's
that.
the duster. This is, I would recommend getting this duster. It sells so well. I've been carrying it in my bag for 1.5 years. It has never snagged. I love this duster. It's great. So that is my garment bag. Yay. Okay. Let me keep going. My office is becoming a mess.
I know you're going to have a lot of work to do when we hang up.
Yeah, what was I thinking?
Oh boy.
Here's my
Oh,
the
yeah.
pretty bag.
Those are a good size.
Yeah, they are. So I would get a couple of these, you know, because you could really, you can get them
Yeah.
with your allowance.
Yep.
So first thing in there is the
Backpack.
crossbody.
Oh, crossbody.
And like I mentioned, so I have scarves in here. I guess I have one of the eyeglass things and one of the you know, put it over your eye thing. I can't think of the name right now to save myself.
Sleep mask or?
Yeah, thank you. Here's where I have one of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually where I have my eyeglasses
Okay.
down in there. And then I just carry a ton of the jewelry. I mean, everything I can get in here, I do. The shower caps, one of my personal favorites.
So cute.
One of these little bags. And inside then are the little pill boxes and jewelry boxes. Okay. So that's that bag. Okay, then hold on. Let me get over here. So this is, one of my accounts gave me this bag like 10 years ago. It's very similar to the Scout bag. It's called Jam, J-A-M. But this is my like June intro or newer stuff. But I do have the Giving Bear there right on top. I do have this new guy right on top. But everything, like these were launched in June, the dolls, the Strong Beautiful You. The backpacks were introed in June. Anything in this line sells great. The backpacks and the crossbodies especially. And also in here I have the scarf. But that's because all of these things were new in June. I have the newer Giving collection and jewelries. I have one of those velvet pouches, which I love.
Is there a list of items, like all of this newness? Is there one complete list of what came out in June for us to reference?
If you go into the everyday catalog that has the, you know, the current everyday catalog, it'll be denoted in there what's new. Yeah.
And so that's all June newness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a little Giving Bear in here. I have the She Inspires.
Mm-hmm.
I have the bracelet in there. I'm carrying Sharon Nowlin in there. The coffee thing. This whole
Those are
line,
cute.
the mugs and this whole line is great. I have a Destination Sharon Nowlin in here. These guys were new in June. Those guys were new in June.
Okay, so that's just a mixed bag of all newness. Okay.
That's for me. You know, most of my people, we met in January, either in Atlanta or in store, and it was the biggest buy of the year because you have Christmas and you have every day, and so when I go back to see them after the June intro, which actually starts in May, I just bring in this kind of bag into those people, you know, because they've already got it all or they've seen it all, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I do that. So that's my new in June. I have 2 more bags out in the garage and I wanted to see what you guys think. So I have the big everyday black duffel that has like a Sharon Nowlin piece. It has it has a Crossroads piece. It has different kitchen items. It has vases and the wall pockets. Kelley Ray Roberts, anything that's out of the everyday catalog.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a Christmas bag. But those are 2 big black canvas duffel bags that are out in the garage yet.
Okay. I don't think you need to.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah. You've
I
shown us
worked
a
up
lot.
sweat. I've got a mess.
Okay. Well, it just gives us an idea of how to kind of categorize some of this. I mean, some of it is self-explanatory. Like the Dean Krauser, I already had that idea in mind to do what you've done and keep that separate. But this gives us, at least me, an idea as well, how many different things I need to carry with me.
Categories and whatnot.
Yeah.
The other thing that's in that everyday bag is a warm heart mug in the cotton bag itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I try to have a good little cross reference in that everyday bag.
Okay.
You know, and with Christmas, it's pretty much just about everything they sent me, with the exception of a few big pieces. And then, like I mentioned, the throws are just loose out in the car, and those I put on top of the cart.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do
What
you
kind of
handle?
cart do you use?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry. What kind of cart do you use to take everything in?
Did you get that picture the other day?
I didn't get the picture. No, I'm sorry.
I don't think we did.
I dropped off the call.
Oh, I sent it in email. Let me send it again here.
Oh,
I don't think we got that. I didn't get
Yeah.
that either, Nancy.
yeah, I didn't see it.
Let me see. I think I had, I'll double check your email. I'll double check your email addresses here. Okay, so we're going to Lisa Rice, And
Yes.
we're going to Stephanie. Stephanie got it, but I'll send it to you again.
I did? I
Yeah.
didn't see it. All right, I'll go back and look too, but thank you for the resend.
We're going to Hope, not Hope Stewart. Is it Hope Stewart? No.
Yep, that's me.
It
Thank
is Hope
you.
Stewart. Okay. Who else? Who else do we need?
Rachel Price.
Rachel Price. And is anybody else on the call? Rachel, Stephanie, Hope, and Lisa, right? 4?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I just sent it again, so hopefully that goes through.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
Oh, wait a minute. It was the sample order form. I'll send the pictures too.
Oh, yeah, I got the order form. I remember seeing that.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
While you're sending, how do you order samples? I've not had that discussion with anyone yet.
Okay, so the sample order form I just sent you guys instead of the picture of my cart. There's a front page. You don't do anything with that. You go to the second page. And it's very self-explanatory. You put in the description of the item first, and then the second column is the SKU number. And then the next column, I believe, is the price, and then you put in the quantity. And it should self-populate into a total on the front page for you.
Okay.
Okay?
And we just email it or call, do we call somebody or?
Oh,
it the instructions
when
on
you're
the
doing
phone?
a sample order, you send it to Melissa Drury at Demdeco.
Okay.
Melissa Drury, Drury, at demdeco.com. And you also CC Carrie, Carrie, Adams, Adams, at demdeco.com. Those two girls handle sample orders.
Okay.
If you want to do a personal order, you send that to Demdeco Order Processing. It's a separate, you use the same form, but you send it to Demdeco Order Processing.
Awesome. Thank you. And I'm sorry to ask bother you, but do you do anything for your customers during the holidays? I mean, have you ever bought samples to give out to big customers or anything?
I have. What I did last year is, because I have had so many people I really needed to give things to. What I did is I made huge batches of homemade chocolate walnut fudge and wrapped them pretty in a package with a bow and my Christmas card. And I dropped those off to everybody. I didn't differentiate between, my top and my moderates, but I think I dropped off 30 different fudge packages around. So that's what I did.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to overdo it either, and you kind of have to pace yourself.
Yeah.
So they don't expect a big, huge gift every year,
Hmm.
Yeah. So now,
Thank you.
actually, a couple of my top accounts, I did give them wine, but that's been an ongoing thing for 11 years.
Nancy, can I ask you a question? Now, we're getting more shipment next month, November.
Mm-hmm.
So for you, I would assume, well, for all of us, it's new product that people haven't purchased yet. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's going to be for 2021.
Okay. So now with all of your bags you just showed us, when that shipment comes in, are you replacing most of that besides maybe the June newness and the holiday, Christmas? What would you do when you get that? What's your recommendation?
When I get that shipment, I will put it all over the family room by category.
Yep.
And then make my decisions on what I want to put in. And then if, depending on the room I have left, I'll put in warm heart mugs again, just because I'll always carry that. I'll always have the prayer bracelet with me, and the giving collection bracelets. There's just certain things I'll always make sure I have samples of with me.
So you don't completely replace everything. You just add in pieces that you think would be best to show for the 2021 season?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
If I look at something and I think, oh, this just doesn't look like my territory, which happens every once in a while, not all the
Yeah.
time, every
Yeah.
once in a while,
Yeah.
So I just try to gauge it by that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You just do the best you can. And sometimes if I find an item just isn't selling, no matter how often I show it, no one's clicking with it. I take it out and I put something else in.
Okay. So I guess what I'm asking is ultimately, year after year, you've been here for a long, long time. You probably have received so much product. What do you ultimately do with the previous products that you just can't keep them all? What do you do with them?
Oh, I donate them. So a couple weeks ago, I just did a big roundup and donation. I'm Catholic, and there's two Catholic charities here in town that I donate to. One is St. Vincent de Paul, and the other is St. Henry's Thrift Store. So I kind of switch up between the two of them, but they get my old samples.
And so you take labels off and things, not labels, but I mean the tags you would remove before you donate, or
No, not at
it
all.
doesn't matter?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, my cart all full is coming to you. This was back in January, so it's a little different mixture of stuff. And this cart I got off Amazon for 60 bucks.
I have a question regarding purchasing of all of these things. We are given X amount of dollars for our expenses, and we can go up to that amount, correct?
Are you
So-
talking about your car allowance, your gas allowance?
So we're each given a monthly stipend, so to speak, for expenses and car allowance, right? Or is that just for car allowance?
Well, I know for me personally, I'll be very transparent. I have $600 a month for my car allowance. And that's for mileage. I don't have any other expenses covered by One Coast as a veteran. And so that is strictly mileage based for me. I don't know if it's any different for you. I think
Okay.
as newbies, you guys have a little bit something different.
I think we
We
need
don't-
clarification. I don't know that we do.
Because so what I was just thinking is, for instance, if we have a $600 or $500, whatever you're given, expense allowance or car allowance, but for instance, for those of us that are brand new who may not make our mileage this month for October, could I go out and buy things at Amazon? And like yesterday I was with Betsy and she said, oh, you'll have to send them catalogs. And I thought, well, doesn't customer care do that? And she said, no. So now I have to go and postmark, these hefty duty catalogs, which are going to cost.
I don't.
Okay, so
rarely do I mail catalogs to somebody. I send
well,
them.
the only reason she said that is because they're like 5-6 hours north, and I'm not going to get
no.
there.
Email them the
do,
link?
Lisa, you mail them the links. That's
Yeah.
what you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
But my
That's-
question was, regardless, that's great information, but this was my question. If if I'm entitled to this money, could I expense these things to get to that dollar amount in a month that I'm not maybe going to make my mileage?
I'm pretty sure the answer is no, but you're going to need to ask Jonna. Yeah. Yeah. But it may be a little different for you guys.
No, I think it's the same, but I need clarification on that because
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
I think we do too, because again, Lisa, you had originally asked if gas was part of that stipend too, right? Like as we're on
Well,
our
for
road.
instance, we're all given a dollar amount, but like
Right.
yesterday I traveled and do I record my miles and do I have to get receipts from tolls and things like that? Because we don't really submit that. So I'm confused as to what this is
Yeah, I think I am too.
and how to use it.
I can tell you for me, my $600 is strictly for mileage, which, yeah.
Okay.
It's 1,250 miles that I put in on my Paylocity report monthly, and I just boom it through.
So you just put the 1250 done.
Done.
That's what I do, but I'm usually typically far over that.
Well, of course, but
You're
but for us, like you guys, have you been thinking about this because you're not going to be on the road the whole month?
right.
But so like last night I was talking to my husband about it and I was saying, well, maybe this would be the greatest month to go out and buy all these things to get
Right.
to my $600. Do you know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
want that money, to be transparent. Like I need that money. So, you know, do I fill it up with stuff like that so that I don't have to take it out of my pocket anymore? You know, I don't know. I don't know how this works.
I think maybe if you don't mind, Lisa, do you mind sending an email to Jonna and copying Rachel and I, or and
Sure.
Hope? I'm not sure if you need the answer to this either, but in addition, just so that when she replies, we'll know as well, because
Okay.
I'm not clear on it either.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just for mileage, but that's just the understanding I had when excuse me, Tammy went through the HR training. Did you go through that with her yet?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that it was just mileage, and hotel is a separate line,
Okay.
separate reimbursement. But yeah, you might want to ask Jonna. But I honestly, since I started, and I started on the road the beginning of August, I haven't had a problem exceeding the mileage.
Right.
Yeah.
Way exceeding the mileage. So it
Yeah.
has never been an issue.
And when you submit that, oh, I'm sorry, Rachel, go ahead.
I'm going to change topics whenever, so go ahead.
Well, all I was going to say quickly is I know that there is a number we received of mileage that we can't exceed, right? Tammy sent us that information. So Hope, in your case, you would just submit that knowing that you're doing that plus extra. But you don't need to submit documentation of, okay, here's maps where I've been. You don't need to back it up with anything. You just say, this is my miles.
Right.
Okay.
No, and it's been, like I said, it's been a small fraction of the actual miles I drive. I just keep you keep a record for your taxes.
Right.
So I keep
right.
a record of each week how many miles I drove for business, and then at the end of the year, talk to your tax person. But I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do something with the excess taxes,
Yeah.
The excess mileage. You should be able to write off your taxes.
Yep. Okay.
But that's I keep track of it because you're going to have it.
Right.
For the access, but I've never had to justify to the company where I went because they should know by my calendar.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
I'm still here. I'm just packing.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
did have a question about how you would do more like breakable items, like your home entertaining pieces, how you would travel with those.
For the most part, I just put them in the bag. Every once in a while, I put something in bubble wrap, like the succulent pieces need extra care.
Mm.
But a lot of the things I just don't worry about.
Someone I think mentioned like a scrapbooking or like a craft bag for those things. So just throwing that out there.
Because there's different little compartments.
Yeah, I guess so. I looked at some on Amazon this morning, but I don't know.
Well, I think whatever you think would work for you, you know. And Rachel, you probably will have the best luck of just keeping bags near your door or wherever you're leaving to, hit the road versus keeping them in your car. Like Hope, you do that, you said, right? You take them in and out
Yeah,
each day?
I keep them in the garage. I have little artist totes that you can get from Michael's for like $5 that I separate all my breakable stuff in there, and then I put that little tote inside the big duffel bags and stuff. That kind of keeps them from getting sick, because I'm terrible with my samples. I'm rough with them, throwing bags and stuff by accident. So I try to separate them.
A method for keeping up with your mileage? Like, do you just like check it and write it down, or are you using like an app or anything?
Personally, I just write it down at the beginning of the week and the end of the week, but that's just me. That's how I've always done it. Because I pretty much, my car, during the week, I pretty much just drive my car for business. So I don't have to really keep track of it. But I'm sure an app would be much easier because I wouldn't have to do addition and subtraction.
Yeah, I'm sure there's an app for it, Rachel, right? There's an app for everything these days. If not, create one and you'll become a millionaire.
Right. Any other questions for me, girls?
I don't have any, but I just want to thank you for doing what you did for us. That was a little extra work for you, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure. Glad to. If you have questions, please just email me, text me, whatever. And I'm happy to help. And I was just going to tell you guys, pace yourself. Don't worry about trying to buy all of the stuff that, just don't worry about it. Get the journey bags with your sample allowance. Maybe get 4 of those to help carry your samples.
Mm-hmm.
Use what we can, and maybe we'll have a new bag coming out in November. Trying to think what else you could use. Yeah, or those inexpensive bags you talked about for $1, but be frugal, and just do what you can when you can. Don't worry about it.
Okay, that's good advice. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's expensive starting out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna.
All right.
Was Jonna coming back? I'll text her quick.
I think we were only until 10. It was only supposed to be an hour this morning.
Okay. Let's go ahead and sign off, and I'm sure we'll talk to you guys soon. Okay.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Welcome.